So now I'm in the second phase, and before I do the shading, I usually like to detail the basic features. And now I will be working on this eye. You can notice this angle here. It's quite important to get that one right, because the way that the eyelids are positioned and the eyelashes are very important for achieving the likeness, but also very important for expression. So we want this, as I said, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, curious expression. So the eyes are quite open here, but they have their distinctive shape, and that is what I'm trying to achieve by ensuring that all of these angles match. And you see that we can see almost her entire iris, which corresponds to this curious expression. I really need to sharpen a pencil, and the pencil a bit more, because for these details that's really what you need. So here comes in this round iris, and just put in the pupil very slowly, and you see there is this darkened part here, which is the shade that the eyelashes and the upper eyelid are drawing on her iris. There. It's very important to add this little bit of a darkened area right under the eye towards the inner corner, and you can see that she has this deep set eyes, and so not a lot of her upper eyelid will be visible, but some of it will, and a bit here. That's it. And so now her lower eyelid is not visible, but we can put in some of her eyelashes, and then add a lot more here. So I will leave this eye here like this, and then I'm going to try to work on the other one. What's very important here is to adequately guess the distance between the eyes, and that's something I have a problem with quite often. She has deep set and eyes that are placed quite far between, and it is very important to get that right to achieve likeness. So I will erase this just a bit, and then to make sure I get it right, I will actually try to add a few more of these small shades, and if I can get just a sketch for them to make sure that they are the same width, then it'll be easier for me to place the eye in the right place. So I wish I could just tell you the algorithm of how to get this, and when I started I was actually expecting that. It was just very specific, determined. set of steps in a specific sequence, because being a mathematician or computer scientist, I really like to have deterministic algorithms with so specific recipe with not too many branching. So actually that's what I thought I would get when learning how to draw. And I think, there are some steps that go in specific sequence, but you'll actually develop them on your own. And quite often it's not something that can really be done according to a specific recipe. And the way I kind of overcome that was to recognize this to be a completely different type of a problem, more like a detecting kind of a task, where you actually would need to solve a mystery. So if there's something not looking exactly like I want it to look, then I would need to look at it as some kind of a mystery and try to identify what it is. And I'm not expecting to solve the mystery on the first try. And in fact, I am quite prepared to make many mistakes and to delete many parts of this drawing, to erase many parts of this drawing until I get it right. So you can see here that the position of the mouse is not adequate. So I think I will make a break now, and then I'll come back for the next phase and do a bit more on the mouth.